Hello YouTube, my name is Bookie and welcome to Bookie's Book Reviews. Now if you like book reviews, please subscribe to my channel because I do book reviews on urban fiction and biographies. And I plan on doing more book reviews on more genres in the future. Subscribe now and I promise to deliver what I just said. Now if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. Today I'm going to do a book review on the book Paid in Comma 3, Love and War by Misha. The genre for this book is urban fiction. It has 220 pages and the original language is English. I started reading this book on April 13, 2025 and I finished reading it on May 11, 2025. First I'm going to give a summary of this book. When you first read this book, you're going to learn that Weston Jr. and Dap pull up to Beverly's house and they have discovered that Chanel has killed Beverly. Now remember, Beverly is Weston King's mother. Weston King Jr. Weston King Jr.'s mother. And she's Dap's stepmother. Chanel killed Beverly by slitting her throat and stabbing her in the chest multiple times. So now at this point, Weston King Jr. and Dap have to decide how they're going to kill Chanel because she has did multiple things before this and now she has killed Beverly. Also in the story, we learn that Sage is Weston King Jr.'s son. Because before we thought, well, we was told that Sage was his sister's child. But no, Sage belongs to Chanel and Weston King. After Chanel kills Beverly, she steals Sage and runs off to seek revenge on her mother for killing her father. But that's a problem that you read about. Anyway, Sage manages to get away from Chanel after he finds out that she is crazy. And at some point, Chanel gets in cahoots with this guy who's after Dap. So it's like now Dap has to kill two birds with one stone because his two enemies know each other. Now this guy that Chanel gets in cahoots with is mad at Dap because he feels as though Dap stole his father's inheritance. Which you know Dap did not steal his father's inheritance because his father, who was Rocco, also Dap's mentor, loved Dap. And Rocco felt as though Dap would do a better job of managing his money than his own sons. So that's why Rocco's sons are ready to kill Dap. So like I said, one of them get in cahoots with Chanel and Rocco's brother kills one and Dap kills the other brother. At the end of the story, Chanel gets eaten by Siberian tigers. They end up capturing her, Weston, Dap, and Justice, tying her up. And before she gets eaten by Siberian tigers, Justice tortures her with a baseball bat by hitting her. And then Siberian tigers end up biting her arm off. She blacks out, and then the tigers eat the rest of her body. Now, at the end of the story also, Sage gets used to the fact that Weston is his father and Dap and his girlfriend Montana, they have a baby boy. Now, I didn't give all the details or the things that happen in the story. I'm going to let you read to find out the other juicy details. Now, how exciting this book was, I give it a 5 out of 5. The ease of reading, a 5 out of 5. And my overall rating, a 5 out of 5. I like the fact that the author, Misha, allowed Dap and Weston to get revenge for Beverly's death. Now, what was the most interesting, intriguing, challenging, and surprising event to me? It was when Dap was admiring another woman in this story. In the story, Montana, who's Dap's girlfriend, got raped by her ex. And she no longer wanted to have intercourse with Dap because, she was still traumatized from being raped. He couldn't understand this. And he felt as though Montana should have still been having intercourse with him, even though she got raped. He decided to admire how another woman looked. And I just didn't like that because I felt as though if the woman would have gave him the time of day, he would have cheated on Montana. Also, I don't understand how you can get on your brother about messing with Chanel knowing that he's married, and then you turn around and decide to look at another woman knowing that you have a girlfriend. What am I going to take away from this book? I take away that you need to watch who you befriend and who you marry, because people can smile in your face and be doing dirty stuff to you behind your back. That's why it's best to talk to God before you befriend anybody and before you marry anybody. Let's see, that's the end of my video. Thank you to my new subscribers. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And have a good day. Bye-bye.